Hey guys, and welcome to another Premier League transfer video. Today we're looking at Aston Villa, obviously play in the Barclays Premier League under manager Paul Lambert. Last season they finished 15th, which is okay for them, but you would expect them to finish higher this season. They've had a difficult previous two seasons, but they've made quite a few signings and you would expect them to improve with the young side they have this coming season. They've already made 3 transfers, 3 quite old players to be honest, in the autumn of the career you could say. Kieran Richardson from Fulham, who can play at left back or left mid. Joe Cole from West Ham, obviously very experienced, used to play for Liverpool. He's going to be like a replacement striker, maybe even a winger or a centre attacking mid, playing just behind the striker. And then finally Philippe Senderos from Fulham. Is not the best, let's be honest, but is a decent cover for Akore and Vlaar. Let's take a look at 4 players they could sign in the summer and who in particular I think they will sign and should sign. So starting top left, Scott Sinclair of Manchester City. Now he's 25 years old at the minute, an England international. He's had a hard time at Manchester City as you would expect, not getting much time when he's competing with the likes of Navas, Silva, you know, all those great players in the Manchester City team. They've got loads of great players, so he's not going to get the time. His career's been halted by this move, to be honest, so I believe if he moved, it would be a good transfer for him. Probability of moving, probably about 50%. Player rating 6.5 out of 10. It might be higher, but just because I haven't seen him play regularly for a long time, that's as high as I can give him. Main strength is dribbling. He's actually a very good winger from the wings, cutting in on his right foot and getting past people. Then moving on to a player a lot of people think is rubbish, Nicholas Bentner, currently a free agent looking for a club after his contract at Arsenal ran up. 26 years old, so still got a few years left in him. He's been at Juventus and Arsenal. Look, obviously he's not the best player in the world, but he can score goals when given the opportunity. He did score a few for Arsenal last season, so he would be a good replacement for Benteke and Bent, but I can't see it happening. I can see him going to a different club, but not Aston Villa. Player rating 6.5 out of 10, and main strength is finishing. Some people might laugh at that, but what else is he good at? Finishing is the main thing he's good at. Moving on to the top right, James Milner of Manchester City, another England international, 28 years old. I thought he was older. He's a very hard worker for Manchester City, but again, he doesn't get as much game time as he would want. He said publicly that he's going to stay this season. That's the most likely thing, but if he doesn't get game time, he will move. So it's more likely not this window, but the next window he will move to a different club, assuming he doesn't get game time. Player rating 7 out of 10, and main strength is passing. He's also a good dribbler. Quite a few people underrate him, and they wonder why he gets into the England team, but I feel that is fully justified. Then moving on to a left back who was on loan at Liverpool last season, Ali Sissoko, plays for Valencia, back at his parent club, now 26 years old. Was a very good left back at Valencia, but as I said, had a poor loan season at Liverpool. Although it would be a good signing for Aston Villa, you know, Richardson's left back at the minute, so he would be good, Sissoko, to be bought. Player rated 6.5 out of 10, main strength is dribbling, and that's a player I believe Aston Villa should try to sign in particular, because he's very, he'll fit into the team well, is what I'm trying to say. Moving on to the strongest Aston Villa lineup for the 2014/15 season. In goal, you've got Guzan. Obviously, he replaced Shea Given a few years ago. 29 years old, very good keeper. Then the centre-back partnership of Akore and Vlaar. Vlaar obviously had a very good World Cup, and Akore was injured last season, but will look to come back into the squad and looks very good for the future. Then the fullbacks will be Sissoko and Bakuna, 2 very young players, Bakuna more so, but very fast, very skillful when they can be. Then the midfield 3 of Delph, Nzogby and Westwood. Delph's been really good over the last few seasons, Fabian Delph. It's been on the fringes of the England team, a very good midfielder, very good passer, can also dribble and score long shots. And Zogbia provides that strength and power to run through the defence. And Westwood is also a good passer and shooter of the ball. And then the front three of Vyman, Agbonlahor, and then an either Benteke or Bent. It will be Bent to start with, you would think, at the start of the season, simply because Benteke has been injured for a long time, ruling him out of the World Cup, but you would expect Benteke to get back into the squad. So that's the video, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Tell me what you think of it. Tell me who else Aston Villa might sign and your opinions on the strongest Aston Villa lineup for this season. And goodbye.